Ah. Ah. Beep, 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 beep. I'm sorry, I didn't realize the time. Oh. What? Hello. Hello. I was chatting in the Face Connect Discord. I didn't realize. I didn't realize the fucking time. Hello, gamers. My name's Pippa. And I have some North Korean propaganda. I know. Pretty awesome, right? Pretty awesome, right? I did not acquire this illegally. I don't know how the person I got it from got it, but I got it from a military surplus shop. Oh, I need to update the Twitch stuff. Hey, thank you for coming to me. Camera quality, Doko. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Can you read Korean? I cannot. Fun fact, I can't speak Korean. North Korean propaganda. Hopefully I don't get banned. Oops. And now there's shit on the screen. Okay, there we go. Ah! I have a headache and my throat hurts. Pippa's learned Korean. She's gonna speak Korean in this stream. Drexel, thank you. We gotta Google Lens this bad boy. That's kind of what I was thinking, actually. Yeah. Or Chat GPT it. I was thinking Chat GPT or Google Lens. Either or. But we're gonna see what this bad boy says. It's pretty big. So when I bought it, I thought it was gonna be like a tiny, like 24-page comic book. But it's actually a pretty fucking big book. It's like a proper book with illustrations. Rather than a comic book, I would say it's something more akin to like a light novel, maybe? Yeah, this is volume 1. There's more of these. There's more of these. How does it taste? I don't know. I'm not gonna lick it. I'm not gonna lick the North Korean propaganda. The art actually looks pretty good. That's what made me buy this one specifically, because there was a bunch of them. There was a bunch of them, and this one had like the cool James Bond type appeal. So I was like, ooh. Also, it's full of lint, but I got a Grimmy hoodie on today. Impressive for a Pulp Fiction looking print. Yeah, the pages are very... I don't know how old this is. I don't know how old this is. 1990. This book is from 1990, allegedly. I don't know what this is down at the bottom. Maybe this is... Maybe it was 671 or something. Almost 30 years old. I would say for a book from the 90s, this is like about what I would expect. Like a book that wasn't kept in great condition or anything. This is about what I would expect. So, yeah, print quality wise, the cover is like some sort of like parchment itself. You can kind of see the details there. It's not like regular paper. The cover is not like regular paper. It's definitely a cheaper material. I don't know what. I'm not an expert on fucking book parts, but Nikopol, thank you. New dimension to the dilemma. North Korea boo daughter or shonen fan derogatory son. Carson, thank you. Is that North Korean Nick Cage? It might be. Bamboo paper or something? Maybe. My mom's Chinese books were made like that. I don't own a lot of foreign books. I do have some rare books. But none of them are made with a material like this. I would most compare it to, like, you know when you get like an old hardcover book from like between like the 30s and the 80s? and it's got like the soft fabric-y kind of cover on top of the hardcover. You know, like that outer shell around the hardcover. That's sort of what this feels like. But it's not, I wouldn't say it's exact, and I also wouldn't say that it's, like, I don't think that's what it is. I wonder if this ever actually got read. Like, I haven't really flipped through that much, but like the actual insides of the pages seem pretty intact. Like, I don't see like any, like usually with like used books, right? There's like thumb smudges or like little droplets from like where people maybe like sneezed on the book or like spilled coffee or whatever. Good, just like, yo, I can't believe Pippa and Pippa birthday is on the same day as mine. Happy birthday, Pippa. Is today your birthday? It's not my birthday today. My birthday is March 3rd. Talking Pope Price, thank you. Cover looks like Frank Langella in 1979's Dracula. Silver Dog, thank you. Hi, Pippa. I'm currently in hospital with a left open bimolecular ankle fracture. There was much blood. I'm healing up. Have a cute rabbit to watch. Jesus Christ. I hope you're okay. I hope you're alright. Holy shit. I wonder how it got over here initially. I don't know. I would love to know how exactly the seller acquired this. I would really love to know how the seller acquired this, because it is very interesting. Like, I don't know. I like going to rare bookshops. That's one of my, when I'm out somewhere new, I usually like to hit up rare bookshops. I've never seen a North Korean book before. Maybe I just didn't know where to look. But usually, like with these old, with old bookshops, they don't have stuff like this. I don't know where the fuck this came from. Like, it came from North Korea, obviously, but I don't know how you would acquire this, because 1990 is after the separation of North Korea and South Korea. So it's not even like it could have been acquired, like it could have been brought over like during the separation or anything. This is from North Korea. Probably China? I don't know. There is a little, oh God, does anybody remember the name? There's a little town in China. I shouldn't say a little town. It's a major city. There's a major city in China that borders North Korea where you can go and you can actually buy a lot of smuggled North Korean goods. So my only guess is that this went through there first and then somehow made it over to the military surplus shop that I have linked in the description. Not sponsored. Edwin, thank you for the $20. Can't believe Pakistan invaded North Korea to steal a comic book to show off Pippa's military might. Sasuke, a great leader. Also, it's my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Edwin. Happy birthday to you. They made a mega hotel. They never finished. Yeah. Nico, there's restaurants and establishments in China staffed by leveraged North Koreans, and a lot of this sort of stuff is sold there. Yeah, we're thinking of the same town. Have you read Yeonmi Park's book? I have not. I have mixed opinions on Yeonmi Park. She's the one, if you don't know, Chad, if you don't know who Yeonmi Park is, she's the one who goes, she's from that meme format. She's from that meme format where it's like, in America, or no, how do the fucking memes go? The JRE one, yeah, she was on the Joe Rogan Experience. I watched her before she was on the Joe Rogan Experience. I watched her when she was uploading YouTube videos, and it was her, and there was some other person. I don't remember if they were a guy or a girl, but I used to watch the other person more. Hipster, leave me alone, man. I don't remember if it was a guy or a girl. I want to say it was a guy. And how he escaped was he like swam through this river to China And like the way that he got out, you can't get out anymore. They've got boats and shit. And if you try and go through that river now, they'll fucking kill you. But he like, was it the one where his friend died on the fence? Maybe? Patched. Yeah, they patched that. They patched that. Doesn't China send them back to North Korea? That's one of the things that he talked about. Was when he got to China, it was like just as dangerous as being in North Korea, because apparently like they are really fucking eager to turn you in. And there was like there was like, oh god, there was like something where like he was working for this company and they like heard that they had a North Korean like working for the company or whatever. And they like his job had to like hide him or something. Camera's out of focus. It's just low quality. It's just low quality. Sorry. But yeah. His job had to like stash him and pretend that he was a South Korean that didn't speak Chinese or something like that. It's fine. Not like most of us could read it anyways. Quality North Korean program. Propaganda printing. It would be insane to stay in China as a North Korean defector. I guess the goal is always to go to South Korea because South Korea won't send you back. But that was another thing, is like, I guess he also ran into, when he was going from China to South Korea. Oh, was it while he was in China? I feel like it was, he went from like China to another country, then to South Korea. And on one of like those flights, I guess they like because he put that he was like South Korean on his information, they extra investigated him or whatever. They like pulled him aside and they were like, so why are you going to South Korea? Probably Thailand. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. It was all really fascinating, but this was quite a while ago now. Quite a while ago. There was like a brief period of time where North Korea stuff was everywhere on the internet, and I still think about it. This is like, I think it was when the what was that guy's name? Something Warmbier, Peter Warmbier or something like that. Back when that guy, around the time that guy got Otto Warmbier, when that guy, the college, yeah, okay. So I should give you guys information on this for those of you who don't know. There was a college kid named Otto Warmbier, and he went on fucking vacation to North Korea, and he stole a poster from one of the hotels that he was staying at in North Korea, and North Korea was like, allegedly, well, there was like video of him doing it. I personally don't think North Korea would just randomly pick a target and kill him and then stage a video. I think people are just genuinely that stupid, and he was genuinely that stupid and did that. He got framed, the video was choppy. I don't know. Because remember, North Korea wants the tourism. North Korea wants the tourism and wants people to come in and be like, wow, look at how great North Korea is. So I don't think North Korea intentionally did this. I think they saw him do something stupid because he stole a poster. He stole a poster allegedly from the hotel. I think they saw that and they were like, we got to make an example out of this guy. We have to make an example out of him because this is what happens when you come to our country and commit crimes. We will have no Johnny Somalis here. This was like 10 years before Johnny Somali. But, so my personal belief is that's what happened, is this dumb drunk college kid did steal the poster. And then they interrogated him. And then they were like, oh fuck, like we have an international incident on our hands now. Oh fuck. I don't know. I guess just kill him. And so they killed him. They had him do like public apologies and stuff. They tried to but it was just making the situation worse. They had him make public apologies, but it was obviously written by somebody like that didn't speak English, because the way that it's fucking worded is just like nobody would say it like that. So he did a few apologies, I think. I think there was 2 or 3. But they fucked him up. They fucked him up and they killed him, which is very sad. But also, why did you steal in North Korea, you fucking idiot? He did come back to the USA alive. Did he? Did he come back to... I could have swore they killed him. I thought they executed him. Am I crazy? Am I misremembering? Oh, with brain damage. He died in the States. Okay. He was in a vegetative state when he came back to the US and died. Well, then he was just all fucked up. Oh, okay. Alright, I misremember that. As a vegetable, blinded and all that. I think he did it. I think he stole the poster. Show me about holding you. I remember seeing this on Pew News. Bring back honest journalism like PewDiePie. Imagine believing he actually stole that poster. I think he did. I think he did, because I think a lot of people are fucking stupid. I think a lot of people are fucking stupid. I feel like if you're taking a vacation to North Korea just for fun, like you're already pretty stupid, right? Like, I think it would be cool to go to North Korea. I wouldn't go to North Korea, not at this point, not with everything I've said online. But I do think it would be interesting to go to North Korea in order to, like, film it. In order to, like, get footage to bring back. But I'll leave that to, like, actual journalists and shit. But to just go there for vacation, like, you're stupid. I think you're stupid. If you go just to go, you're stupid. Why would you do that? I would never step foot in that place. No. It's cooked. It's cooked. Fun fact. Maybe this is part of where my interest in it comes from. I had an art teacher back in school that used to work in North Korea. Fun fact. He was married to a South Korean woman. And he used to work in North Korea for a while because they hire English teachers over there. Your art teacher was a spy. What did he do? He was an English teacher. And he said that it was actually really chill. He was in the big city, Pyongyang. Before or after the Korean War? After. Fed art teacher. Was he a dirty commie? I don't know what his politics were. But he described it as being very, very chill. You had to like... You had to do like a pledge or whatever. There was like a portrait of... I don't remember who he said was the leader at the time, but there's like a portrait on the wall that you had to like pledge allegiance to, basically, which is not too unlike America with having to say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Kim Jong-il. I don't know which one. He lived in North Korea. I don't know if he had to have fully lived there. He had to have like fully lived there for a bit. I wish I talked to him more about it, but at the time I didn't realize like how batshit insane it was to know somebody who taught in North Korea. Like, part of me wants to like track him down and email him a fuck ton of questions. At the time I was more interested, like, you used to live in Japan? Is it true that on television they play like anime and shit? And he was like, yeah. It's definitely not chill for most people. Really is a wild thing for sure. It's absolutely fucking insane. I didn't know that they hire English teachers. Like, that's the part that gets me. Like, I never hear that being talked about, right? Like, people talk about going to Japan to teach English. Nobody mentions that you could apparently go to North Korea to teach English. Pippa being a weeb back then, yeah. subway is way too down. That's weird. What? Who are they going to need to speak English there? I guess, like, the rich kids? The rich kids that are going to be working as government assets? Crazy them thinking, my name is Kim Jong. Us is... What? Bro. That makes sense, I guess? Yeah. It's just crazy. It's crazy. North Korea is fascinating to me. North Korea... It's like, wow. Like, isn't it a crazy time to be alive in history, chat? Isn't it an absolutely crazy time to be alive in history? The fact that you have a country that's split in two like that, and they're so different. They're so completely different. And you just wait and you just see, like, it's like a gotcha. Like, is anything gonna happen in my lifetime? Is Korea, are the Koreas ever going to reunify? Is North Korea ever going to go to war properly? Like, is China ever going to give up on North Korea? Because it seems like historically they keep wanting to fuck off, and then North Korea's like, big brother, you can't leave me. And then China's like, ah, fine, I won't leave you. The war never ended. But I mean, like, a war. Second roll, thank you. I heard you knew his grandma, Mahjong. What? Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens. But it is so interesting. It is so interesting. Like, what happens if, like, China's government changes? What would happen? What about Russia? What if Russia got, like, taken over, vassalized by America? What would happen? Because then, like, China's, like, gotta do something, right? And would that involve North Korea? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. The world is crazy. Isn't it fascinating? Oh, man. None of that would happen. Who knows? You never know what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna happen. What I thank you. This book cover looks weirdly like the cover of Atlas Shrugged with a portrait of Ayn Rand. My copy of Atlas Shrugged did not look like this. I never read it. May you live in interesting times. Greenland enters the chat. Sorry, Greenland, you're not as interesting as North Korea. Glimlock, thank you. Pippa, did you take an upper before stream? No! Looks like Nick Cage. You think it looks like Nick Cage? If I hold it closer to the camera, it's not as bad of quality, I don't think. Is this the author? Is that the author? That's gotta be the author, right? Hold on. Gonna pull out my phone and try and ask ChatGPT. Oh, thank you. Mari underscore CN, femboy ruler of China. Ah, it needs an update. What the hell? X-Homer, thank you. In all modern day, I'm all for the modern day falling of Berlin Wall, which is crazy to me how it's not that old of an event. No. Stuff happens sometimes, chat, and it's just a matter of when it's gonna happen, which is crazy. Awesome game, thank you. Geopolitics is fun. I'm gonna try and translate the name. Hold on. Let's see. What does this say? It's North Korean. Apparently the dialects are slightly different. Paul Ben, thank you. Why not get Ivy to translate? Because stuff is different. Oh, that's not... It says picture book. Grim Chak. It says picture book. My phone is kind of broken. What? Get ChatGPT Pro. I thought I had ChatGPT Pro. God damn it. $200 a month! Oh my god. Wait. Hold on. Maybe Gemini is better. Hold on. I usually use Gemini. Not worth. Yeah, not worth. Okay. Okay, alright, hold on. Maybe one of these things down here is the title. Hold on. Hold on. Brandon, I can't wait for our Pink Rabbit Dictator. Translate this from North Korean. Let's see what like the tie. I unplugged my headphones! Hold on, I gotta plug it back in. There we go, I got it, I'm back. The title, Secret Document Archive, Volume Number 1, or Bimil Sogo. Sogo. I don't know how to pronounce Korean. Written by Kim Yun-il. Illustrated by An Young-ho. Publisher and date. Gomsung Youth Publishing House, 1990. It's working. It's working. God, we live in a crazy age, chat. We live in a crazy day and age. Okay, hold on. Okay, so here's the first page when you open it up. We have like 4 characters here. And like a little, I guess, prologue thing. And then there's like, I guess this is probably the chapter information. And it's stamped down here. What do you think this stamp is? What do you think that is, chat? What do you think the stamp is? Hold on, I'm gonna have Kira hold the book open for me. There you go. You just sit right there. What do you think the stamp is? Approval? A library stamp? Chinese text. Chinese import. It's Chinese? Look, you thank you. 1 page in, this already looks like a Sigma edit. Oh, it's the first page from before is a breakdown. Oh my god, I hate opening books. Ugh. So it lists the characters. So this is Jang Se-ho. This is Ri Hyung-suk. Oh, and it was obscured. But these are apparently like American names. So these are like American antagonists. These are hold on, let me try and translate the foreign names. Hold on. The evil Americans. Yeah, the evil Americans. Okay, Welton. So, this is Welton, and this is James. Okay. Volume 1, Part 1, The Letter Left by Father. Part 2, The Lover Who Shot My Father. Part 3, Shooting the Lover. What the fuck? What the fuck? Volume 2, Amidst the Pack of Jackals. Part 5, Tightening the Noose. Part 6, The Photograph Left by Father. So I guess this is like information on the other books. Huh. Show me your role, thank you. It would be wild if it was just yaoi fanfic that was smuggled out of North Korea. Also, I think that's an author seal. Is it? King El City, thank you. That's a U.S. Army captain with an error-correct hat. Malcolm Lane, thank you. Kindergarten? No. No. Is that really what that says? I don't think ChatGPT will be able to translate this one. Is that really what that says? Does that really say kindergarten? That'd be crazy. That would be fucking crazy. Yes, it says kindergarten in Chinese. Hold on, I'm gonna try and translate it. is it in Chinese? Are you fucking serious? There's no way. There's no way. For kindergartners? What age is kindergarten? This is a lot of fucking words. Oh, it's an ownership. Oh my god! Ownership stamp. There's a faded red rectangular stamp on the title page written in Chinese character. Yuan, which means kindergarten. What? What? That's crazy. That's crazy, chat. This is for kindergartners. What the fuck? This doesn't look like the kind of book that's for kindergartners. What the hell? Okay, let's... Hold on. Let's start translating the pages. That's fucking crazy. Here, I'll hold this open. Ah! Kira! Hold that open. There we go. Thank you. That kindergarten is about to be purged. Thank you for the tip, Comrade Pippa. No! Okay. It was a day in early January 1950 in an office of the Republic's counterintelligence agency located in Pyongyang. This is not for kindergartners. Clone attention, thank you. North Korean government don't use kanji a lot. It's not for kids. It's not for kids. Seems carried out to overseas. Then why did kindergartners have access to it? Why did kindergartners have access to this? This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, okay, it was a day in early January 1950 in an office of the Republic's counterintelligence agency located in Pyongyang. The first meeting of a special investigation team was being held. They were organized to uncover a spy network codenamed Hyena. Next page. Captain Ri Song Chol, the head of the special investigation team, looked around at his members and said, "There are two things we currently know about the Hyena spy network. First, they are not currently active. Second, it is suspected they have hidden their tracks and fled to the south. In truth, it would be more accurate to say we have no information at all." The team members listened intently. Captain Song Chol continued in a voice filled with firm determination. "One thing is certain. No matter what happens, we must track down and purge those individuals. They are unforgivable enemies aiming for our party's central committee." What? What? Dude? Oh my god, hold on. Okay, this is oddly fascinating, chat. I'm sorry, hold on. I'm translating the next page. Oh my god, this is insane. Oh wait. So with the previous page, I guess this is the Central Intelligence Committee building. And then these are the North Korean officials. I wish my tracking would work better. There we go. These are the North Korean officials. Interesting. Guess that would be the picture part of the picture book. Well... Okay. Oh, why is it not... Hold on. Keep translating the words like a book. Coolidge Helvig, thank you. Maybe some lazy customs bureaucrat saw a children's publishing house, figured it was for kids, and just picked the first stamp for it. Do you think that's what happens? Okay, page 4. In the narrow and cluttered streets of Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo! A high-end luxury car sped along. The car was a CIA vehicle, and it came to a screeching halt in front of the Far East Command Intelligence Building. As soon as the car stopped, Major Welton jumped out. Welton, a man with a gaunt face, gold-rimmed glasses, and yellow eyes that flickered with unease, rushed into the building, failing to even acknowledge the salute from the sentry at the gate. Inside, Intelligence Chief Nelson was buried deep in a sofa with his eyes tightly shut, smoking a cigar. At the sound of footsteps, he habitually opened one eye. Major Welton, the Chief of Intelligence, rushed in with a look of extreme tension on his face. Major, we have received intelligence that a special investigation team has been organized in North Korea to target the Hyena network. Only then did Nelson open his other eye and shoot a cold, piercing glare at Welton. How much longer do you intend to mock me in this manner? Are you saying that before the Hyena network has even begun its activities, they have already been caught in the net of the North Korean counterintelligence agency, and now a special investigation team has been formed? Please trust me just one more time, Major, Welton replied, bowing his head in an expression of deep apology. That's not how Americans talk to each other. Dark Chaos, thank you for the 5,000 R's. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At first I was surprised, but I remembered propaganda for indoctrination from kindergarten onwards is a common tactic of socialism or dictatorship. We went through the same thing with Perón here in Argentina. You can easily Google pages with indoctrination content online. Oh, I'm gonna open the window real quick. 1 second. I need some fresh air. Private Can, thank you. The publishing company itself is mainly targeted for North Korean teens, so yeah. Malcolm Lane, thank you. Not a government-sponsored message, but did you know the military pays you extra for multilingual capabilities? Visit your nearest recruitment center. So I guess this is Nelson. Oops. The man on the couch is Nelson, and the other guy was what was the other guy's name? Was the other guy James? Major Welton. This is Major Welton. So Nelson and Welton. Also Welton. Okay. The cigarette and robe gives away the fact that he's evil. Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm using ChatGPT to translate the next pages. Hold on. This is crazy. I want to buy more of these. I want to buy more of these. This is crazy. This is actually fucking insane. The fact that you can use ChatGPT, well, I'm using Gemini. The fact that you can like use AI to translate them. Boomkaki, thank you for the $5. I get the feeling that if the author ever found out how Westerners actually talk to each other, they would projectile vomit in horror. Probably. It's kind of interesting, right? Like how right out of the gate, like the propaganda is like, oh yeah, North Korean counterintelligence is so strong that even before the Americans can even like the second they even form their task force, like we already know what they're up to. North Korea, we know. It's like, bro. And the American general, he's like, what? They already found out? Oh my God. Wow, they're so strong. Nelson rose from the sofa, clasped his hands behind his back, paced a few steps, and then suddenly whirled around to face Welton. You are a medical expert, so let me ask you one thing, Nelson said. Shall we compare this to a doctor who keeps administering injections to a patient who has no hope of survival? At those words, Welton bit his lip firmly. The remark clearly rubbed him the wrong way. Major, if you equate intelligence work with medicine, or if that is the entirety of your assessment of me, I would rather return to my hometown and spend my days tending to a tomato field, Welton challenged. Tomato field! Tomato field? I don't... Yeah, wow, yeah, America's great tomato fields. Yeah, okay. At least it wasn't corn, dude. It should have been. He should have said corn or potatoes. What do you mean? Or tobacco? Like, what do you mean? What? Cotton? Like, tomato fields, bro? A visitor's thinking propaganda. Now we prefer the term alternate history. That's insane. Tomato. They confused us with Italy. What the fuck? Tomato fields. Is that a thing somewhere? Is there anywhere in America where there's like large swaths of tomato fields? Maybe it's like some sort of like a jab. Maybe there's like a jab. There are tomato farms. I know there's tomato farms, but like fields of tomatoes? Untwined Anami, thank you. I love tomato maxing in the United States. Like, that's just not something that you would like equate with the average American farmer. Ohio has a lot of tomato farms. California and Google. Wait, California, Google, California and Florida. I'm fucking out of it today, bro. Oh my god. Oh, what did he mean? You're a medical expert, so let me ask you one thing. Shall we compare this to a doctor who keeps administering injections to a patient who has no hopes of survival? Is he talking about, like, keeping up the fight against North Korea? Nelson stared back at Welton with a venomous glare. Major, I have a tomato field of my own. What? I understand, Major, Welton continued. However, the reason North Korea was able to organize a special investigation team against the Hyena network is because the CIC, Counterintelligence Corps, in Seoul failed to follow our demands and recklessly sent that idiot Piston in. That is exactly why I compared my Hyena network to a hopeless patient, Nelson countered. Welton took a bold step forward. No, sir, there is no such thing as a hopeless patient in this world. Only clumsy medical skill creates hopeless patients. Major, if you will grant your approval, I intend to go to Seoul myself. Nelson stared at Welton in silence for a long time, taken aback by his daring attitude. Yeah, throwing shade at South Korea already. Yeah, Anime Spartan, thank you. This is a light novel, basically. Yeah. Daniel Barter, thank you. Long have we needed tomato slices for our burgers and paste for our ketchup. Kirkin, thank you. God bless American tomatoes. This is interesting. This is really interesting. I think it's also interesting that they're, like, showing American characters first. Like, I don't know. I guess when I think of propaganda, I would think of, like, something a bit more direct. Possibly insane. Thank you. I can't believe a North Korean propaganda picture book triggered my phantom tomato allergy. Ah. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. Where did you get this? The link is in the description for where I got this. But don't buy up all the comic books. I think I want to buy a few more of these. Okay, next page. You know what? I think I'm going to cover up the text because you guys aren't reading it anyways. I got it from North Korea. I got it from North Korea, bros. Bullfighter about to repeat. I've already bought them all. No! I think this was like $30. If I had known that it was like a full book, I probably would have bought more of them. I didn't know it was going to be a full book. I thought it was going to be like 12 to 26 pages of mostly illustrations, I guess. Can't read anyways. How I'm typing this as a mystery. Not a bad price. It's really not a bad price, right? For when you think about it. Background noise, thank you. Get some phasewell propaganda books too, please. Like, you wouldn't think North Korean propaganda would be cheap to acquire. And Cecile, did you ask Dennis Rodman to explain some things in the book? I need to get Dennis Rodman to explain. Yeah. Nelson relit his extinguished cigar and asked, "So, you are going to become the attending physician?" "The patient is demanding it," Welton replied. "I intend to go to Seoul to review the situation and then assassinate Captain Ri Song-chol, the head of North Korean Special Investigation Team, to ensure the safety of the Hyena Network." Iori, thank you for the raid! Welcome in, Raiders! My name's Pippa! We are reading a North Korean light novel. I don't really think it's a comic book. I think it's more of a light novel. You can see it on screen here. I'm using not ChatGPT, Gemini to translate. To summarize so far, it's two American the military personnel expressing their exasperation for the fact that North Korea has already found their intelligence unit that they just formed. They haven't even done anything yet, and already North Korea has ousted their intelligence network. They're just too good. Aren't you a bit overexcited? Nelson asked. The disobedience of the CIC is tarnishing your honor, Major. Fulton pressed. Furthermore, the Special Investigation Team leader, Ri Song-chol, is a seasoned counterintelligence expert who has already destroyed our Black Rose network. He is our nemesis. I am well aware of that, Nelson said coldly. I believe that leaving him alive while knowing this is our failure, Welton countered. He is an extremely dangerous enemy. Oh my god. Professor, thank you. Buying all the communist propaganda pamphlets, but not to spread them, but to flex your capitalist might on them. Going up to the communist meeting and taking all their stuff and being like, wow, I can't believe they're just giving this away. Tips, you would love those YouTube vids on 1800s Japanese people talking about how America is. I've never heard of that. That sounds great. That sounds great. I'm getting all this free bread from these communists. They just keep giving it to me. This is great. I flip it and sell it on Facebook Marketplace for $10 a loaf. There's like, you have a tomato field as well. Translates to, I just want to grill. If we eliminate him, we can play around with the North Korean counterintelligence agency as well as we please, Welton concluded. Play around with them, Nelson repeated. He let out a vague sound that could have been either a laugh or a scoff as he paced around the room for a long while. Finally, Nelson stopped in front of Welton as if he had reached a decision. Welton, you can be a bit theatrical at times, but I will trust you. The White House will launch an invasion of the North in the not-too-distant future. There is no doubt that our Hyena network will play a major role in that war. However, keep in mind that your opponent is no pushover. I understand, Major, Welton replied. With that, he turned and walked out of the office. Owen Dwarf, thank you. Would you consider reading a short manga series on stream? I would personally watch every second of that. That's like a rights issue. There was a manga company that back in like my first year of Face Connect said they wanted to sponsor me, and then I never heard anything back, which made me sad. They're like a little publishing house. If you're a publishing house and you want a VTuber to read your stuff, shoot an email to hello@phase-connect.com because I do like books. Oh wait, is that a TV? No. Is that a TV? Is that a TV or a really strangely mounted painting? Spartan, thank you. The painting is like hanging off the wall. It's a window? This? Is this a window? It's a mirror. I have no idea what it is. There's the two men talking to each other. This is the 90s. Yeah, this is the 90s. I guess it couldn't be a flat screen. I don't know what I'm thinking. It can't be like a flat screen or anything. Alright. Come on, Gemini, translate the next page. It's a red triangle. Zoomer. the CRT TV? Or big old tube TV? And when you touch the screen, it shocks you? I remember holding a magnet up to it. If you held a magnet up to those old tube TVs, they would like... the screen would freak the fuck out. It was really cool. Good times, good times. 𝐒𝐚𝐤 pushed forward relentlessly with the investigation to track down the hyena network. Then, one day, a team member brought a photograph to 𝐒𝐚𝐤. Comrade Captain, this is a new person who has joined the Hwarangdan. According to Comrade Cholmin's report, he was part of a reactionary society in the Haeju region. 𝐿𝐴 sees the outside world. Is this a TV? Ah, I love television! 𝐒𝐚𝐤 looked closely at the photograph and the accompanying data. Name, Jang Se-ho. Date of birth, August 9th, 1921. Education, dropped out of Severance Medical College in Seoul. Political background, anarchist. 𝐒𝐚𝐤 took his eyes off the photograph and spoke to the team member. I understand. Leave this to me and tell Cholmin to just make sure nothing else happens to Jang Se-ho. Understood. So I guess this is Captain 𝐒𝐚𝐤. And I don't think this other guy has a name. This is just an unnamed guy. This is 𝐒𝐚𝐤. This is unnamed guy. Who was an anarchist? Jang Se-ho. Who is a South Korean person. NPC number 1. Yeah, that's NPC number 1. Okay, the pages are going by very quickly now. If I do more of these streams, I need to get a more efficient translation system. Flying through, yeah. I mean, it's I guess it's made for kindergartners, so you could translate ahead of time. I could translate ahead of time. Can you not use Google Lens on your phone? It doesn't work as well. Honestly, next time, yeah, I probably will just like scan every page ahead of time and then I can just flip through really quickly. This is fucking fascinating. This is crazy. I don't know. Isn't it surreal to have this book and to be able to just fucking translate it on the fly? Technology is fucking amazing, chat. A few days had passed. 𝐒𝐚𝐤 was conducting an interrogation of a captured spy. What was the mission you were given? The spy, trembling with fear, replied, to assassinate Captain Ri Song-chol of North Korean counterintelligence. The reason? The CIA considers him a cancer to the safety of the hyena network. Therefore, the CIA in Seoul and Welton from the CIA in Tokyo have both come forward. And what were your orders after the assassination? They said that if I succeeded, I would be absorbed into the hyena network. So this is the guy being interrogated, and this is 𝐒𝐚𝐤. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh wait, no. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. That's great. Yeah, he cracked so fast. He cracked so fast. No US agent would give up that easily. I choose to believe no US agent would give up that easily. I think we would fight harder than that, but alright. 𝐒𝐚𝐤 rose from his seat and quietly repeated the words to himself. Absorbed, you say? He walked toward the window. Outside, students were marching past in formation, singing a spirited song. 𝐒𝐚𝐤's thoughts grew deep. They staged a play to make it look like the hyena network had fled to the south just to confuse our investigation. That means Welton will not give up on the assassination attempt against me. If that's the case... And then it trails off. So there's the interrogation going on with Sangchul on the left. Not Mr. Man, that you one might say fight till the end. Shut up, dude. And there's Sangchul after he stands up. He's very distinguished compared to the Americans. Compared to, like, look at how they draw the Americans versus how they draw Sangchul. Sangchul, he's standing up straight. He's proudly, like, his head's high. He's looking out the window. He's staged with flowers, and like everything around him is very like neat and orderly looking. And then you go to the Americans, and he's like, you got a fat guy, he's kind of like slumped a little bit, and then you got the main guy, and he's smoking a cigar, he's in a bathrobe. Our house looks like a little bit dingier. He's like off-centered, he's facing away from the window. Whoever made this was paying attention. Hey, well, thank you. Sancho is less than a god, yet more than a man. Oh god, I'm trying to flip the pages. I feel like I'm gonna break the binding on this book. This book is so fucking flimsy now that I'm actually flipping through it. But it's old. It's old. It's from 1990, so... Which is old for a book. Don't get defensive, chat. Actually, being born in 1990, you're not old. 1990 is young. For a book, it's old. Alright. In the evening, as the glow of the sunset reflected on the lake, Security Section Chief John Sung-min walked alongside Ri Sung-chul. So, you are saying you will personally become the target of the sniper? The chief asked. Yes, Song-chul replied. The section chief stopped walking and looked at him. Is that truly the only way? Comrade, Song-chul, if you could step back, couldn't someone else take your place? Let's find another method. However, Song-chul showed no sign of backing down. Section chief, how can I call myself a soldier of the general if I retreat because I fear death? Song-chul said firmly. As you know, before the liberation, I lived only for my daughter. Yet, I could not even find a way to truly live. It was the general who saved me from the pursuit of the Japanese during an underground mission he dispatched me on, preventing a tragic separation from my daughter. He continued with emotion. Even after the liberation, when the American imperialist occupation of the South kept us apart, it was our general who reunited me with my daughter and even sent her to university. Song-chul's voice grew thick with passion, and his resolve flowed deep into the heart of the section chief. Damn imperialists, yeah. Print Master, thank you. The lore goes deep and the art style goes hard. I'm sold. Share the beans of production. I don't know, just tell me what to believe in. Oh, thank you. U.S. spy was in awe of the North Korean spy's aura. Recognize, thank you. He's so selfless, unlike his dirty enemies, yeah. Unlike those dirty Americans. So there they are going on a walk in the beautiful North Korean countryside together. A park or something. There they are having a heart-to-heart. Recognize, oh, I read that. What an upstanding guy. What an upstanding individual. Ooh, this one has 2 men hugging and a woman. Hold on. Hold on. Yaoi. North Korean yaoi. Do you think that exists? I feel like that's gotta exist, right? I feel like there's gotta be a North Korean underground yaoi market. No, they've got an underground American media market and an underground South Korean market. So I'm sure there's an underground yaoi market. Song-chul continued to pour out his heart. If it weren't for the general, I would never have known what happiness meant in this world. The general is the symbol of happiness for me and my family, and the embrace of the motherland we live in. How then could I hesitate to give my life on the path of struggle to protect him? Your words are true, the section chief replied. However, it is not a good thing to be indifferent to one's own safety, even if you do not fear death. Until I am certain of this, I cannot entrust this task to you. Songchul took a step toward the section chief. Section chief! Think on it more deeply. Let us meet again tomorrow. Is Songchul different from Marie Songchul? While watching the leaves rustle in the wind, Songchul took out a photograph of his inner pocket. It was a picture of his daughter, Hyung-suk, taken during her school days alongside a young man. She was wearing a white sailor-style school uniform. As he gazed intensely at the photo, his daughter's voice seemed to ring in his ears. This is the friend I was separated from in Seoul in '45. When I went to his hometown before coming here, I found his parents had already passed away. Father, please, you must find him. Huh. He's trying to find... is that the guy that was born in 1920? Of course, I didn't think this is... the one I'm running is very popular, much money. Is that the guy he was looking at before? So there's a close-up of two bros being bros at the park. There's a photo of his daughter that he's looking at, but it doesn't show the man. He says... the book says that the daughter is pictured with a young man, but it doesn't show the young man, it only shows the daughter. We do not need this B-plot. I think we do need this B-plot. I think we do need this B-plot. I think this is going to be... I think this is going to be important. I think that... I'm placing my bets down now. I think that the South Korean boy is going to end up being a defector to North Korea. Returning home after a long absence, Songchul's house was located in the suburbs, far from the city for operational reasons. He found his daughter, Hyung-suk, who was home for school break. She opened the door and greeted him warmly as he entered the yard. Soon, as they sat across from each other at the dinner table, Hyung-suk suddenly asked, "Father, did you look into that person I asked about?" "You mean that young man you were separated from in Seoul?" For some reason, Songchul did not answer his daughter's question immediately. Only after a long silence did he finally open his mouth heavily. "I haven't been able to find him." "What? Father, how could you?" After finishing their meal, Songchul spoke to Hyung-suk in a stern, solemn voice. "Hyung-suk, our struggle against the enemies hidden within is by no means an easy one. The general has granted me the honor of being a guardian of the party. How could I let myself be distracted by such private matters? Don't you already know that I shouldn't be making unnecessary contact with people? But still, that's enough. That young man you're looking for is likely living a happy life, embraced by the general just like we are. You'll meet him eventually. Since you're going to be a security officer yourself, shouldn't you try to be more broad-minded?" "Father, I was wrong to think that way." Big Blob Productions just joined. I thought this was a cookbook. Nope. We might have to rescue him from South Korea, maybe. Maybe. So there he is with his daughter. And they've got either a radio or a television set up there. Probably a radio. It's 1940, I think. Never mind, it's definitely a fucking radio. I forget how time works. Rumbler, thank you. The Underground Railroad, but your Fujoshi's in North Korea sounds like a movie premise that would win an Oscar. Definitely a radio. Definitely a radio. I mean, they had television in 1940, but I don't think... I don't think in North Korean households. My phone keeps turning off. Can you stop doing that? Why do you keep going dark? God damn it. Okay, this page is like a big spread. Where did you find this again? The link is in the description. Look at that. Look at that. More than half a page. Well, a full page spread. But not full page in the sense of... Full page! Almost 2-page! Shut up. Sip of coffee. Bah. Sangchul looked at his maturing daughter with proud eyes and asked, Hyung-suk, you must know what it takes to become a security officer, don't you? I just have to do exactly as you do, father, right? They walked out into the yard together. Yes, but your father hasn't always worked perfectly. Hyung-suk, if we want to protect our happiness, we must defend the party central committee, headed by General Kim Il-sung, with our very lives. Oh my god, they mentioned the guy. It's like when you're reading the Bible and they talk about Jesus. Holy shit. Pre-master thinking you're going to raid homes and observe political enemies. Forget about teenage love. They mentioned the guy. To do that, I believe we must excel above all else in the struggle against the enemies hidden within our own ranks. What do you think? Ooh. Ooh. He's talking about traitors. Turncoats. Ooh. Hyung-suk took her father's words deep into her heart and replied, So, you're saying I should become a security officer too, right? Yes, haha. You've read your father's mind perfectly. Sangchul patted his daughter's shoulder lightly. Oh, back to the Americans. Oops. Hold on. Gotta translate the pages. Maybe somebody can make like a master cut of this. How? Oh, we've got a ways to go. Whoa, it suddenly changes color. What the fuck? Wait, this is printed like a rainbow. What the hell? Hold on, we're on page 22. Chat, look at this. What the fuck? Look! What the hell? What the fuck? Why does it change colors? Did they run out of ink? What the hell happened there? Is that the different parts? Low on ink for sure. That's interesting. See, I want more of these. I want more of these so I can compare them. They probably need to ration the ink. Blake, thank you. Glory to Pippa Party. All praise to Supreme Leader Pip Sangka. Engagement farming. Well, that's interesting. That is very, very interesting. I wonder if they're all... It's got to be more efficient to make one giant batch of the same colored ink, though. Right? It's got to be cheaper to make one giant batch of, like, muddy brown ink. This is very strange. This is very, very strange. Unless you're out of ink and this is a reserve. This is probably printed by hand. I don't know. I wonder how this was made. Artistic choice, you think so? In the security room in Gloomy Soul. Bruh. Just a casual pot shot thrown in there. In a security room in Gloomy Soul, Welton sat across from Raoul. What the fuck? What are these names? The Chief of Intelligence for the U.S. 8th Army Command. Raoul? What the fuck? I mean, I guess somebody could be named that. It's a real name. Fierce Fruit, thank you. Pippa. How's it going? Cute beast rabbit. It's going alright. Famous American name, Raul. Welton sat across from Raul, the Chief of Intelligence for the U.S. 8th Army Command. Chief of Intelligence. Let me say this once more, Welton asserted. I belong to the Far East Command, and you are under the 8th Army Command. Don't you have a duty to unconditionally follow the orders of the CIA? However, Raul only listened without moving a muscle. Therefore, Welton continued, you must cease the deployment of Piston to all networks and instead directly dispatch Captain Kang Jung-woo, the Korean intelligence chief for the CIA, to assassinate Ri Song-chol. At those words, Raul glared at Welton, his cheek twitching. Look here, Major. I have no desire to sacrifice my subordinates for the benefit of your CIA. Colonel, you look down on me too much because I am a major, Welton challenged. There is a proverb that says there is no human more foolish than one who constantly wishes to appear smarter than others, Raul countered. What are they talking about? Dago, thank you. CIA operatives were known to use Spanish aliases. Oh, really? Really? Are you fucking with me right now? Famous American proverb, yeah. Colonel, do you possess some divine talent that can extend your own life? Welton asked threateningly. Keep being stubborn like that, then. After speaking in such a menacing tone, Welton stormed out of the room, the sound of his shoes clicking sharply. Raul let out a long, heavy sigh and muttered to himself, damn it. Ah. Proverbs are hard to translate. I wonder if it was actually like a Korean proverb. I wonder if it was a Korean proverb that got translated. One second while I translate the next page. Chair looks really comfy. I like how they call Soul gloomy. Like, they didn't need to. Oh, wait. I accidentally skipped a page. Wait, what? Oh, hold on. No, I didn't. I mean, I accidentally started translating pages that I shouldn't. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. But here is a close-up. I thought this was the room from Tokyo. Because it's got the same painting on the wall. But maybe it's not. Were they in Seoul that entire time? They've got like some alcohol or something there. Here's the painting. Their faces are pretty funny looking. It's not a painting, it's a window. Oh, okay, my bad. My bad. Oh wait, I did it again! These pages stick together. There we go. Sir, thank you. DPRK intelligence service is lacking if they think the agency is run by Mexicans when it's actually filled with Mormons. Wait, it's not... Hold on. Come on. Translate! Translate the page I just sent you, you bastard. Hold on. Translate. 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 Wasn't the Raul a soldier? Raul was, the CIA guy. Yeah. Raul is the Chief of Intelligence for the U.S. 8th Army Command. Why is it... It's not... It doesn't want to translate anymore. Hold on. It's like... It keeps giving me summaries. I don't want a summary. I want you to translate the pages. God damn it. Come on. Come on. Take a picture. There we go. Question, thank you. There's lots of negative things to be said about Seoul, but gloomy is not one. I guess must be maybe in the 50s. Yeah, maybe in the 50s. Come on, Gemini, yeah. Translate. I can't spell. Translate this from North Korean. I don't like typing on my phone. South Korea took longer to recover after the war. Which developed faster, Japan or South Korea? Rocket Papa Kim, thank you. Glory to the Workers' Party of Sakana. Glory to Comrade Pipkin. Nationalize whole coffee production. Hell yeah. Japan way faster. Why is it saying this text is from a South Korean anti-communist comic now? What? Is it South Korean? Did I get scammed? The perspective is South Korean, using derogatory terms for North Korean figures common in Bungang anti-communist literature. Or maybe it's just, it's getting confused because the characters on the page right now are South Korean. Okay, yeah, I think it's getting confused because in this chapter they're talking to South Koreans. In front of the plane preparing for takeoff, a captain named Kang Jong-woo was receiving instructions from Welton. Captain, keep in mind that you are receiving the utmost favor from the CIA. Thank you, Major. Receive help from your older brother, Kang Tae-wo, who is a pivotal figure in the Hwarangdan. It is said that anyone who succeeds in assassinating Ri Song-chol will be given the position of chief prosecutor at the South Korean Supreme Prosecutor's Office. If even that doesn't work, you must deal with it personally. I will surely repay your trust. The captain clicked his heels together sharply. Then depart. The weather is good tonight. Some bored person, thank you. Funny how the stream... This is the stream I watched before I moved to South Korea tomorrow. I hope you like it there. I hope you like it. Soon, Welton watched the rising plane and spoke to his aide, Bush, who was standing beside him. Bush? They got W? Bush, Bush, report to Lieutenant Colonel Nelson. Tell him everything is going according to plan. Understood, Bush replied. Welton intended to not let the person who assassinated Ri Song-chol escape into the hyena network, but instead to have the captain, who just left, bring them back. He thought only then could they be utilized effectively in the North Korean half-peninsula. Welton was such a cunning and insidious man. Wait, what? What is it saying? Welton intended not to let the person who assassinated escape into the hyena network, but instead to have the captain who just left bring them back. So he doesn't want them to get promoted. If somebody assassinates Ri Song-chol, instead of them getting promoted, they're going to be put on his squad, I guess. If I'm understanding correctly. But I thought Welton was running the... No, Welton's not running the hyena network. The other guy is, I think. Nelson, right? Nelson's running the hyena network. And he had a different network. He just had... I need to, like, take notes for this shit. Okay. Hold on. Get this translated. Need a flowchart, yeah. You studying for the test? Oh yeah. In front of the plane preparing for takeoff, the one called Captain Kang Jong-woo was receiving instructions from Welton. Captain, keep in mind that you are receiving the... Wait, this is duplicated. Wait, what? Okay, here we go. Inside a dark cave, Jong-woo was meeting with his older brother, Tae-woo. After hearing his young brother's story, Tae-wool's ears perked up. What do you mean his ears perked up? Is he a fucking dog or something? What do you mean his ears perked up? You're saying they'll give the position of chief prosecutor at the Supreme Prosecutor's Office? Then I will carry out that task myself. Is that right? Brother, have you lost your mind? Jong-woo jumped up in surprise. Hey, you're telling me to let a chief prosecutor position slip away from right under my nose. Where else would there be such a golden opportunity? Jong-woo quietly tried to soothe his brother. Brother, it seems you've grown quite tired of living. So you're going to gamble your life in this cave again? I'll report you to Welton. Then will you get that chief prosecutor spot? You have a point. I just hated the thought of losing such a precious position. So, is there no one suitable? There is one guy. Jang Se-ho. That's the guy from the beginning. He's a fellow from Heiju. Let's test him and see if we can use him. Let's do that, but you must never let a word out that I was the one who came here. What does this mean, chat? What does this mean? Why is he hiding in a cave? Why is he... What does this mean? Oh, because he's a coward? Is he hiding from the army? Is that what's going on? Is he AWOL? Why is he in a cave? They're both South Korean. He's the cave guy. Hiding from the North Koreans? Is that the implication? Why is it doing this? On a flat rock in front of a cave deep in the mountains, the Hwarangdan reactionaries were gathered, absorbed in playing cards. Among them, Jang Se-ho was playing cards with Chol-min, an operative. 80. What? 80? Jang Se-ho shouted loudly at Chol-min's words. Pass. Heh, the price is going up. Here, take it. These cards are bad. As Jang Se-ho organized the deck, he made a king. Oh, he had a king and a small king, but not a single decent card to follow. What? What the fuck are they playing? Appaloosa is like, you bad guys mean games. When a beard... Oh, wait. But not a single decent card to follow. A general without soldiers, I see. When a bearded man next to him looked at the deck and said this, Jang Se-ho flew into a rage. You brat! You want to stay still? At that moment, Kang Tae-woo appeared. Hey, Jang Se-ho. Let's talk for a moment. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening, chat? They're playing Go Fish? Is that what they're doing? I hate when I only have a king and a small king. Yeah. Oh, they're puns not being translated. Is that what it is? Why are they hiding in a cave? I don't understand. Recognizing you has to hide from the righteous light of communism in his bourgeoisie cave. Why is he hiding in a cave? Why not? Because I feel like he's supposed to be doing something else, right? Right? They're counter-revolutionaries. Counter-revolutionaries. Se-ho followed Tae-woo into the eerie woods. Chol-min looked toward them sharply and then spoke to Beardy. Hey, Beardy, do this for me. I slept in the cold last night, and so... Are you really that busy? You should have just never come. Beardy practically flew over to Chol-min's spot and began frantically turning over the Jumejang, likely referring to a stack of burial site markers or a specific workspace. Okay. Huh. Huh. Okay. It would not be a very successful caveman. No, I would not. So there they are out and about. Kim Jong-un, big Pippa fan. You think so? Kim Jong-un, you watching the stream? Grab another photo. Ah, my phone sucks. I need a new phone, but I'm the kind of person that won't bother. When this one fully dies and I can't use it anymore, maybe then I'll bother. Lately it's been acting up a lot. I thought this was going to be North Korean Indiana Jones, but so far it's North Korean Asumanga. Thanks, Angela. Thank you. Did you ever hear about the Japanese sushi chef who became Kim Jong-il's best friend? According to him, the Ronery song from Team America was accurate. I have not heard of that. Jang Se-ho and Kang Tae-woo were standing beneath a cliff. Se-ho, appearing to be in a foul mood, spoke to Tae-woo in a crooked, irritable voice. Mr. Tae-woo, do you really intend to drag me into a death trap like this the moment we meet? Is it that urgent? Tae-woo looked around cautiously, then leaned toward Se-ho's ear and informed him in a low voice. Keep this to yourself. This matter came directly from the Weldon Socha. AI is saying, likely a phonetic name or code. My younger brother received the mission and came here. Maybe they're talking about Welton? Chol-min, who had followed Jang Se-ho, was pressed tightly against the back of the cliff, eavesdropping. Ooh. Ooh. I think it would be best to give up on this operation. Are you saying that because you're getting cold feet? Who are you calling a coward? Chol-min is constantly following right on my heels. So how could there be any secrets in what I do? Tae-woo tried to reason with Se-ho. Death trap. Se-ho's use of this word suggests that the mission they are discussing is extremely dangerous or potentially a suicide mission. I guess they're talking about the killing... I'm bad at remembering these names. Killing the North Korean guy. The assassination mission. There's a close-up of the art. I don't think you can see the guys eavesdropping, which is kind of a shame. But... the spy captain, yes, the spy captain. I can't tell between the South Korean and North Korean names. I mean, aren't North Korean and South Korean names identical? Am I crazy? I thought I thought they were the same. Ah! Kira! Kira, hold the page! Usually the same, but can be some differences. Mr. Renegade, thank you! Today's my birthday. Can I get a happy birthday from my Kamiyoshi? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Renegade Shinobi. Happy birthday to you. Kara, thank you. Glad I could help. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Ah, Chol-min, to tell you the truth, I was the one who attached him to you. It was for your own sake. If that is so, then I understand. What is the action plan? We have a man named the Risong Chol who is holding a tail, surveilling/connected, on us. He is quite a significant figure, so it's a waste to keep him hidden, but... great tasks require great people. What is the timing? 10 o'clock the night after tomorrow. Chol-min, who had been eavesdropping on the secret conversation, felt his heart sink and vanished from behind the cliff like the wind. Oh. Is he gonna try and... Is he gonna... Is he gonna try and steal the kill? Is he gonna try and kill steal? Is that what's going on here? Take the glory, maybe? Is that what it is? Scan this. Bum-ba-da-ba. Bum-ba-da-da. Stay. There we go. He's gonna feed mid. You think he's gonna defect? There's a promotion on the line, yeah. Chulmin met Songchul in a secluded valley where a waterfall flowed. Oh my god, is this whole fucking book gonna be guys gossiping with each other? And then this guy took this other guy to a river embankment, and then they talked to each other a little bit, and they said, then this is gonna happen. And then after that happened, some other guys went to another spot. It's like a little cabana, and then they talked, and they said, did you know that what's gonna happen next is this thing that's gonna happen next? Thanks. Keep me updated. Chulmin met Songchul in a secluded valley where a waterfall flowed. Comrade Captain, I will eliminate that fellow Jang Se-ho. You came directly to me instead of going through Comrade number 6 because of that matter? Comrade Captain, right now the enemies are aiming for your life. Songchul cut him off. They would aim for my life. But do you think the enemies will give up their plan just because one Jang Se-ho is gone? Songchul asked Chulmin in a stern voice. At this point, who would believe that you are a member of the Hwarangdang? I have taken care of the cleanup. Of course you did. But what must we be most wary of? First and second, you must not expose yourself in a moment of temporary excitement. I was wrong. Chulmin sincerely repented for his mistake. Go back and wait for instructions. Understood. Wait. Oh, so they've like infiltrated. Is that what happened? Is that what's happening? The North Koreans have infiltrated the South Korean and American army? Fujikura, thank you. What if all the characters were anime girls? Dagobongo, thank you. Isn't gossip basically what spies do? I guess so. Rocket Papa Kim, thank you. You must fulfill your government-mandated propaganda quota. Comrade Pipkin, report to the nearest Quan Liso in 5 hours. Ah! Ah! They're just too powerful. They're just so fucking powerful. The North Koreans are just so powerful, chat. How did they do it? How did they infiltrate? Maybe you're reading it backwards. I'm definitely not reading it backwards. I think. I think. Because I'm reading from the cover. I'm reading from the cover. That would be funny. That would not be funny. Next, Angela Ziggy. There's also a North Korean propaganda cartoon called Squirrel and Hedgehog, as you'd expect. It's somewhat popular with furries. After parting ways with Chulmin, Songchul immediately met with the section chief San Sung-min. Fucking God, why are there more names? Private K, they give 5,001. NK Bros did try to infiltrate through tunnels back in the old days. Ah. Oh, okay, we got another character to remember, chat. Oh, during Korean War, a lot of execution occurred over the 5th column left party. Denies such existed, and there was a slaughter of government. Still, right party still considers it actual North Korean spies. It's still a debate. Aww. Over 5th column. After parting ways with Chulmin, Songchul immediately met with Section Chief San Sung-min. I was just about to call you, and here you are. Let's go out and get some fresh air by the river together. Songchul felt his heart naturally grow tense. He already knew through his business experience that the section chief's suggestion to go for a walk meant he was about to assign a very important task. As expected, Section Chief Song Seung-min walked along the riverbank with Song Chol until after dark, engaging in an important discussion regarding anti-espionage history, or counterintelligence records. Late that night, Song Chol returned to his home in the suburbs and went to bed, but he woke up early at dawn and sat at his desk. After thinking in silence for a moment, Song Chol took a photograph out of his knapsack, placed it on the desk, and began cutting it in half. Then he wrote 2 letters. He tucked the 2 pieces of the photograph into separate envelopes. He placed one of them inside the study ledger used by Hyung-suk. Huh? Okay. Okay, so there's the pictures. There's Seung-min and there's the other guy. Oh my god, there's so many names. There's so many fucking names, chat. Holy shit. We haven't even gotten to the blue yet. Blue or green. Ah! There's other, maybe it's the parts are divided like that. Tom and thank you. They're so kind to allow other countries to exist. They really are. Thank you, North Korea, for not forgetting America and South Korea. I know you frequently... Ah! No! My book. Whatever. Darkness was deepening in the streets. People who had finished their day's work were returning to their nests, homes. However, on this night, Song Chol sat on a bench in a roadside park, waiting for it to become 10 p.m. Song Chol looks at his watch. It is 9:40 p.m. Soon after, Song Chol stood up from his seat and began walking slowly towards the restaurant in front of the station. God damn it, Kira. I think we're on page 41. Page 41. So, there's a guy sitting on the bench. Song Chol. There's Song Chol sitting on his bench, and then he looks at his watch, but he's kind of got the 1,000-yard stare going. He's not really looking at his watch. Kira bites the dust though. Yeah. Kira defected. Kira! How could you do this, Kira? Yoshikage Kira loves North Korea. Alright. Yeah. No. Stay right there. It's his fat fucking head that holds it down. The restaurant was quiet, as if it had already finished its business for the day. Oh yeah, it's 10 p.m. However, 2 men sat facing each other closely, their foreheads almost touching, as if they were sharing some secret conversation or meeting again after many years. As soon as Song Chol opened the door and entered, a man wearing glasses, who had been whispering something to the restaurant owner, abruptly fell silent. The man in glasses was the one Kang Tae-woo had thrown out as bait to lure and assassinate Song Chol. Looking at Song Chol, the restaurant owner spoke. We are closed for business. Red Ludla, thank you! I saw this exact book at a DMZ museum in South Korea. By the way, the ink was blue! Really? Is this a famous book? Is this book famous? I'm the proud owner of 1 copy. I don't know if we will ever be able to get our hands on the sequels. I don't know how many sequels there are. But I'm just gonna start like collecting North Korean comic books, and then someday I'm gonna die and somebody's gonna inherit all my shit and they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Why did Pipkin Pippa have the largest private library of North Korean comic books in existence? What do I even do with this? It'll be a great headline for a day. Stay! Stay! Thank you. I don't know, thank you. There's no omnibus collection, no. I should have put on background music. I just realized we're sitting here in silence. I like silence. I don't like BGM. Ignoring the owner's words, Sangchul walked straight toward the man in glasses. Are you not a hunter? The man in glasses, who was bringing a beer glass to his mouth, looked up at him, inwardly startled. I am not a hunter. I am a blacksmith. You must be confused about your own profession. Since 1931, you have been a member of the Japanese Secret Intelligence Agency. At that moment, bang! An unexpected gunshot rang out. Ooh. He called him out. He called him out, chat. He fucking called him out. He was like, I know that you're a fucking spy. I know that you're a fucking spy for the Japanese. Wow. Pippa puts on music and we lose KR viewers instant and we will find out what? What? Do South Koreans not enjoy BGM either? I've never really watched Korean streams before, so I don't know. I do sometimes go insane listening to BGMs on loop. That used to be really common with VTubers back in like 2020 and 2021. VTubers loved putting on Dova Syndrome BGM on loop for hours. It was really bad. Rocket Papa Kim, thank you. Play national hit Friendly Father Kim Jong-un. Okay, well, I probably won't get copyright struck, so maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe that's a good idea. In that instant, Song Chul clutched his stomach and stumbled toward the window to look outside. Then he muttered, you bastard Jung Se-ho of the Hwarangdan, and collapsed forward. How did he know who did it? Only then did the man in glasses regain his senses, crying out, Save me, legs! Which is a Korean idiom for running as fast as possible. A Japanese man said a Korean idiom. He scrambled and fled through the back door. How did he know Jung Se-ho did it? How did he know? How did he know? Look, he got shot. He fucking died! He fucking died. Their idioms are so great that the filthy imperialists can't help but use them. True. I frequently use North Korean idioms in my everyday conversations. Save me, legs! I say when I'm running late for stream. I don't know. Sangchul, who had collapsed, lay motionless, still clutching his stomach. Outside, raindrops began to fall heavily with a pitter-patter sound. Hyung-suk shed streams of tears as she read her father's letter over and over again. I may not be able to return. However, it is a path I must take, and so I go. As for your future, the organization will take full responsibility for everything. You need only to do as the organization instructs. And as for the other half of this photograph, it is with the person who will take responsibility for your life, the one you can entrust your entire life to. Know this. Father! Hyung-suk cried out in bitter grief. Outside the window, a heavy downpour of rain began to surge. Whatever, man. Whatever. Background noise, thank you. Even the sky cries when a good comrade is gone. Yeah. So you can see the rain falling here. That's the restaurant. The lit up building is the restaurant. And there's his daughter crying over the loss of her dad while it's raining. Jason! Jason! Is that okay to say? Oh, God. I think so. I think it's fine. It was a pitch black night. The rain continued to pour down as if the sky were collapsing. Two men were making their way south, pushing through a waist-deep field of mugwort after crossing the 38th parallel. They were Jang Se-ho and Kang Jung-woo, who had been dispatched by Welton. A few days later, the war broke out. End of part 1. Part 2. The lover who shot my father. That's why... Wait, what? Wait, chat. Okay, I'm kind of actually enthralled a little. So you're telling me that Jung Se-ho is a traitor that killed Ri Song-chol, and Ri Song-chol's daughter is Hyung-suk, and Hyung-suk is in love with Jung Se-ho, and her father warned her, be careful about people who are lying. Like, there are traitors in our midst. There are traitors in our midst. You have to be careful of them. But then he gave half of a photograph to his daughter and half of a photograph to Jung Se-ho, who is the traitor? Why would they give the photo to the traitor and then tell the daughter that this man is going to take care of you? What does it mean? Boomkake, thank you. Actually, better plot than most Marvel movies. This is a K-drama now. I'm so confused. Why would he do that? Background noise, thank you. Pippa's leaning hard towards the communism now. I want to understand. I wonder what he intended. Yeah, why would he do that? Genuinely, why would he do that? I'm actually intrigued. This is interesting. Double spy or didn't know? I think he had to have known because he warned his daughter that they're traitors. And Jung Se-ho is revealed to be an anarchist at the very beginning. What does it mean? What does it mean? Chat, why is the propaganda actually interesting? Why is there actually a compelling storyline? Will they follow through on it though, is the question, you know? Like maybe it's actually like really stupid. Maybe something really stupid is about to happen. Kira, hold that for me. There we go. You're just that easily manipulated by media. Welcome in, thank you. Kinderbook, by the way. Yeah, this is for kindergartners. What the fuck? How is this for kindergartners? A man gets shot and dies, and we see him get shot. I read the North Korean propaganda for the plot. It's definitely mislabeled. It's gotta be mislabeled. It literally has to be mislabeled. There's no way, right? There's no way. There's no way! In October 1950, while the war was unfolding fiercely, a radio transmission was flying toward the dark skies of Seoul. To shield Operations Group, U.S. imperialists are pushing forward Operation Arrow through the Hyena spy network. Gain control of the Hyena network list. Contact with them is prohibited. Use shield communication channels from the Yalu River. 3 people were sitting in a quiet forest on the banks of the Han River. They were the members of the SHIELD Operations Group, formed to root out the Hyena network. Cho Ji-kwan, owner of the Pigeon Photography Studio in Seoul, and group leader Hyung-suk, a restaurant worker. Hyung-suk had become an honorable protector for the party, as her father wished, and was incorporated into the SHIELD group, and Chol-min, who was disguised as a laborer. Okay, Chol-min was her dad's friend. We have not met Cho Ji-kwan before. Cho Ji-kwan looked at his members and spoke. It seems the dormant hyena has begun to move. We must make our activities even more proactive. Comrade Hyung-suk, and remember this is the daughter, you must carefully monitor the old man who periodically appears at the restaurant. And Comrade Chol-min, you must specifically investigate the movements of Kang Tae-woo, the leader of the train guard unit. Yes, I just met that fellow on my way here. I intentionally killed a police officer who was causing a ruckus for no reason to commit a murder. And you didn't help me escape? I started clinging to him, asking for help one more time since I can't just end up in a handcart. Context is, I guess that means prison or execution. Well done. Approach him further. Yes, even during the Hwarangdan incident, that fellow trusted me the most and even had me tailed Jang Se-ho. What are they saying? What are they saying? Chol-min killed a police officer who was causing a ruckus for no reason. And he begged them for help? Wow, what does that mean? What does that mean? I feel like we need some historical context to understand some of this stuff. There's the group. Pretty extreme lore drops come out of nowhere, yeah. I actually read this book from screen. Now Guk Jung Won equals KR NSI will chase me. I play on this stream and you. Thanks, Pip. No problem. No problem. You're welcome. I hope you like it. I wonder what the ages are of these characters. How much time passed? Lost in translation, I guess. He killed a guy to get in with the bad guys. Is that what that means? Now NSI will chase you for reading Nork book. Your sacrifice will be missed. What the fuck? After finishing their meeting, they climbed to the mountain peak. Hyung-suk looked up toward the distant skies of Pyongyang and spoke in a solemn voice. I wonder what General Kim Il-sung is doing right now. The general will be conceiving a great new operation to lead this war to victory. Those were Ji-kwan's words. Both Hyung-suk and Chol-min firmly renewed their resolve to further brighten their honor as protectors of the party on the path of struggle. A passenger train bound for Seoul from Busan let out a loud whistle as it pulled out of the station. I see. So they're like, I guess they're in South Korea right now. They're in South Korea right now, and they miss home. They're like, what's going on back at home? Great stuff. Train to Busan. Train from Busan. Train from Busan, chat. Oh, it's gonna turn blue soon. Chat, the book is gonna turn blue soon. We're getting there. Hold on. Oh my god, I thought that was Richard Nixon. Hold on. Hold the page down, Kira. There we go. A passenger train was racing towards Seoul. A man with a scholarly air, chewing gum, walked down the hallway, looking for a first-class sleeping compartment. He was returning from the restroom. The man was James, who had been dispatched directly to Seoul by Nelson in Tokyo. Nelson, a chief of intelligence, was foolishly daydreaming about achieving a major feat in the Korean War by successfully executing Operation Arrow through the Hyena network. That idiot. To prevent Walden, the intelligence chief already stationed in Seoul, from secretly taking all the credit, Nelson had dispatched his own subordinate, Captain James. Ooh. Ooh, so this is how North Korea is going to win the war. This is how North Korea is going to win the war, because the Americans are so stupid. The US imperialists are fighting amongst each other. Those stupid idiots, they're such glory hounds. Those stupid US imperialists, they're such glory hounds. They're so foolish. They don't realize that if they fought honorably together, they would stand a much greater chance of victory. But they have no honor. Those idiots. They're not unified, hungry for glory. Yeah, sad. Sad. Rocket Papa Kim, thank you. Inshallah, Comrade Pipkin, shall attain Mount Paktu. What? What? The story begins... Wait, what? No, don't give me an analysis. Just keep translating. Why does it do this? Why does it keep trying to summarize for me? Stop it. Stop giving me a summary. Oh my god. Hold on. Downvote. Didn't follow instructions. Translate. Don't summarize. Jesus Christ. Give it explicit instructions to translate it, but then I have to type it every single time. There we go. James' eyes recalled the events that occurred when he was leaving Tokyo. Nelson said the following as he saw James off. I sent Weldon to Seoul because I trusted him, but I sent you because I trust you even more. Weldon is an ambitious man. Watch his every move. If you handle this work well in return, I will give you a large steel factory. What? 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 If you handle this work well in return, I will give you a large steel factory. What? That's not how... That's not how people bribe each other. What, dude? Oh my god, I want to go back to my home on the tomato farm. If I'm lucky, maybe one of my superiors will bribe me and give me a steel factory in return for my loyalty. Background noise, thank you. No more tomatoes. We moving up. We moving up. We moving up. Oh my god. Oh boy, some means of production. Yeah, guys are something in the vibe. Silly Western imperialist AI cannot comprehend glorious North Korean troops. This is... I will give you one means of production. This is so wonky. What the fuck? Oh my god. There's just something so surreal about that. I can't get over it. Yeah, some guy in the army is gonna bribe another guy, and the bribery, an entire steel factory. Togobongo, thank you. Was that a sheet metal reference? Oh yeah. Not a Rolex, not a higher rank, not like some sort of fucking like prestige, not money, not anything. Not early leave, nothing. He's like, a steel factory. I'll give you a steel factory if you do this job for me. What? god. Oh my god, dude. That's crazy. Roland, thank you. In America, first you get the tomato field, then you get a steel factory, then you get the women. Oh. Yeah, you know how to run a steel factory, right? This is insane. Oh my god. I mean, a factory would be much more expensive than a mere Rolex, which is part of why you wouldn't bribe somebody with it. You're not giving somebody an entire steel factory for doing a job in the military. That's not... You're not doing that. You're not bribing people with fucking factories. Jesus Christ. They're soldiers in the military, not fucking ancient fucking dukes and duchesses of ancient fucking Britain or whatever. Like, they're not... These aren't lords. Bro. This is insane. I'll give you the deed to Canterbury if you go and spy on the enemy general for me. Okay. What? Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I will surely live up to your expectations, Chief. For your free movement, it would be best to disguise yourself as a military historian. What? And for this mission, you may also use Kennedy from the Army Personnel Department and my own authority. Thank you. By the way, did you say you're traveling with your uncle who is going to Korea on a war tourism bus? Oh, what? That is correct. It will be a very pleasant journey. Now, to success. Nelson and James clinked their glasses together. What's a war tourism bus? Is that real? That sounds insane enough that it could be real, but also, what? Chat, is that real? Were there a war tourism bus? It's a battle bus. What? A war tourist? Feel like I've heard of it before. I know war tourism is a thing. Was it a thing during the Korean War? Returning from his reminiscence, James gripped the handle of the door to the first class sleeping compartment number 8, which was labeled as the room shared by himself and his uncle, while hardening his resolve to show off his skills in this mission to monitor Weldon. Oh, what? What, dude? Oh, my eyes are burning. Oh my god. Usually you go to places that are not actively at war. Usually. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. A fucking steel factory? That's incredible. I think Sakuna should give me a yearly bonus of like, close. God damn it. Hold on, I gotta rub my eyes. I think I should get a yearly bonus in the form of like a steel factory. I think that would be very cash money. Oh god, my allergies. Do I have, where did I put it? Oh god damn it. I can't find my Claritin. My eyes are burning. No. God damn it. Chris said the truth of Juche is too much for your capitalist eyes. Yeah. I gotta farm. I gotta farm more Juche. I gotta build my Juche so I can engage with this Kino. Malcolm Lang, then you DM him and say you found a steel factory for cheap. I should. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, wait, is this... Wait, yeah, what the fuck? Face steel beams. Jang Seiho and Kang Tae-woo were standing beneath a cliff. Seiho, seemingly in a foul mood, spoke to Tae-woo in a crooked voice. Tae-woo, do you really intend to drag me into a death trap like this the moment we meet? Is it that urgent? Hei looked around cautiously and then informed Seiho in a low voice near his ear. Keep this to yourself. This matter came directly from Walden Socha. My younger brother received the mission and came here. Chulmin, who had followed Jang Seiho, was pressed tightly against the back of the cliff, eavesdropping. I think it would be best to give up on this operation. Are you saying that because you're wait, this is the old page. Wait, what? This is the old page. Hold on. Okay, here we go. What the fuck? At that moment, the door opened first and a train restaurant attendant with heavy makeup came out. The attendant, who came outside, saw James standing in front of her and, for some reason, looked flustered. She quickly closed the door and hurried away to the other side. James quickly opened the door and entered. The train began to enter a long tunnel. In an instant, the inside of the train was submerged in darkness. Oh. She was flustered because she saw a handsome American. She was like, wow! American men are so handsome. I love America. That's what happened. Happens all the time. It happens all the time! It happens all the time! USA! USA! Ooh. Things are getting a little action-packed here. Hold on. Hey, sneeze. Hey! I'm glad to enjoy. Thank you for the 1,000 yen! Oh, speaking of tourism to North Korea, Pips, I unironically got a chance to visit in summer alongside some relatives last year. Might try posting pics of Juche Towel with Pip being in front of it if it all goes well. Yes! Take me to North Korea. You know what? I would go to North Korea if there was like a North Korean that was a fan of me, which would literally never happen. If there was like a high-ranking North Korean official, you bet your ass I'd start saying how much I love North Korea and shit. I would love to be the Dennis Rodman of VTubers. Yes, that would go incredibly hard. My affections can be bought, North Korea. That's all I'm saying. And you don't even have to pay me literally. Let's see. Yeah, just don't go taking posters now. If you pay me in books, I'll be your best friend. Tenjin through and Zinky. When's FaZeCon North Korea? Gotta get my hotel. Meet Kim Jong-un's Kamiyoshi. I would do it. I would so stream like North Korean content. CIA, this stream right here. Gmail Rabbit Thingy, what's the monetary goal to get you to steal a sign? I would never steal a sign from North Korea. I would not do it. I wouldn't steal from any country though. But you're gonna get hit with sanctions. Man. Man. Well, Twitch wouldn't ban you. We know you would, Pippa. You're very easily swayed. I am very easily swayed. How come no countries made me their ambassador of tourism yet? Come on. Anyways. Shortly after the train emerged from the tunnel, James suddenly kicked open the door, rushed out, and shouted, "It's a murder! They've stolen the gold watch and fled!" Hearing James's screams, the puppet National Defense Army train guards began to pursue the fleeing attendant. The attendant ran through the narrow corridors of the train. The puppet National Defense Army train guards. Oh my god. Am I crazy, or do they hate the South Koreans more than the Americans? Whoever wrote this, they're like, the fucking gloomy ass soul, the fucking puppet, National Defense Army train guards, fucking, oh man, a fucking cop killed a guy for no reason. Shaking my head. They despise South Korea a lot. Even when other countries hate America, we're still really fucking cool, not gonna lie. Nobody can resist American awesomeness. Also, look, the book is now half blue, half red. No! book is now half blue and half red. Isn't that literally America colored? Yeah. It's even framed like America. Wait, no, it's not. It would be the other way around. Our blue jeans and cola shall be their legacy. When she reached the last carriage, the attendant, having no other choice, grabbed the passenger door to jump out. Seeing this, 𝐒𝐿-𝐤𝐢, the leader of the train guard unit, quickly leveled his handgun. What the? It's a pity to trade your flowery youth for a gold watch, but it can't be helped. Along with a loud gunshot, the attendant, who was trying to jump from the train, clutched her waist and tumbled off the train. Ah! What? So the North Korean guy pretending to be a South Korean shot the South Korean train guard? Is this 𝐏𝐤𝐚𝐥? And this is part of like an elaborate thing? Is this like, are they playing mind games here? Is he North Korean? Yeah, he's North Korean. But he's in disguise, I think. Author just not a fan of South Korea for some reason. That's crazy. I wonder why a North Korean wouldn't like South Korea. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. I don't know why that would be. Eh. Look at that fucking snake. What the hell? What the hell? Ain't no way. It's a mystery. It's a fucking mystery. Strange guy. Must have a grudge of some sort. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Rad as hell snake. Is there a North Korean equivalent of the 𝐒𝐿𝐢𝐴 flag? Wait. A dark, gloomy building under strict surveillance. This was the den of conspiracy where Weldon was locally commanding Operation Arrow through the Hyena network. Weldon was pacing back and forth inside the room, appearing extremely displeased, like a wild beast trapped in a cage. His yellow eyes, glinting behind his rimless glasses, were reminiscent of the cold eyes of a venomous snake in a thick forest. So this is the conspiracy center. And there's Weldon being a fucking snake. He's a fucking snake! Hiss! Hiss! Sorry it takes so long to screenshot these pages and stuff. But I wanted to have a blind reaction. Ooh, this page is kind of gross. There's like some stains on this page. Hopefully some North Korean child didn't like wipe their boogers on it or something. These are getting harder and harder to hold open, so I'm just gonna hold them like this. Oh, stains. Yeah, you can kind of see them. This is not a great way to hold a book. You can kind of see it there. I'm gonna be patient zero for COVID-26. His aide, Bushy, watched Weldon's actions in silence. At any rate, having such an incident happen around James's arrival is a very ill omen, Weldon spat out irritably. Major, please do not worry too much. It's just a common murder case that can happen anywhere. Nonsense! To ensure the safety of the operation, Weldon had decided to receive all orders and information through a secret contact point known only to himself. But then James had flown in from Tokyo. For Weldon, the murder case happening near James was unsettling, but the fact that Nelson had sent James to him was even more unpleasant. After pondering for a moment, Weldon gave an instruction to Bushy. Bushy, Tell the South Korean Supreme Prosecutor's Office that I am sending Prosecutor Jang Se-ho to investigate this case. Wouldn't it be better if we handled it directly? If Koreans get involved, our operation... James? Is James American? Yeah, James is American. What's with the eagle? Is that a bald eagle? Is that how you know they're... Is that how you know that they're American? Because there's a fucking eagle right there. Do North Koreans like eagles? Kind of a random question, maybe, but... Ooh, this page has like a bunch of shit on it. What the fuck? Chat, look at how much shit is on this one. What the fuck? I hope that's not blood. Kinda looks like dried blood, though, unironically. Am I crazy? Am I crazy, or does that look like dried blood? Mold? Boogers? Doesn't look dark enough. Smuggled out with cost. The blood of the guilty. Dried blood is brown. This is brown! Unironically, mold. Use a black light. I don't have a black light. Sweat stains? A child was murdered while reading that book. Uh-oh. Bushy, how did you even get promoted to major without even knowing why one spreads butter on bread? What? 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 What does that mean? What? Hold on. Samuel League, the comrade at the printer was found lacking. Bro. We are in Seoul right now, not New York. A Korean must be attached to an incident that happened in Korea so that we, the United States, do not receive criticism from domestic or international public opinion. Don't you see? Major, isn't that only beneficial for politicians? From an intelligence perspective, isn't that dangerous? If the hyena network is exposed and the operation fails, rest assured, as long as I am holding the sword, the formality of him being mobilized for the investigation is all that's required. Besides, Jang Se-ho is a rakjasang, a failure or a dropout. What? Weldon, feeling a surge of annoyance at Bushy's contrary attitude, cut his words short. Major, look at Korean history books. I saw that rakjaesang were often involved in uprisings in the past. You are happy to have someone like yourself who thinks everything in a history book is the truth as an aide. Just know that Jang Se-ho is the person who assassinated Ri Sang-chol. What, dude? Is this trying to, like, promote being uneducated? Is this trying to say that, like, even if you're stupid, you can serve North Korea? Am I reading that the wrong way? The stains are brown, like you. What the fuck? Is that a thing in North Korean propaganda? Do they have a thing where they're like, actually, you can be stupid, it's fine? They love the poorly educated? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Yes. Huh. The streets where the enemy ran rampant were bustling all day long. Scrap paper, stones, and tree leaves fluttered as they pleased, and the people coming and going all wore anxious expressions on their faces. A single passenger car was racing through the complex streets. A man with a gentlemanly air was driving the car. He was none other than Jang Se-ho, chief prosecutor of the South Korean Supreme Prosecutor's Office. Se-ho had received instructions from the director yesterday to clarify the murder case involving Charles, the uncle of UN Forces military historian James, and was currently heading to the scene. Next to the hotel stood a single-story house, the Pigeon Photography Studio. I'm gonna you. 𝐒𝐏𝐶𝐵𝐵's perfect for service for North Korea? Bro. Bruh. That's interesting. That's interesting. He actually did get the promotion. He actually did get it. I thought that other guy was gonna, like, steal it from him. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Or was he the one that stole it? Oh, it's actually a light novel. Yeah, it's actually a light novel. North Korean propaganda ASMR. Oh, I forgot to hit translate. Did he get the steel factory, though? That's James. James is gonna get the steel factory. At the photography studio, a flirtatious woman sat next to a gentleman who had come for a return, smiling brightly. Okay, so remember, this is one of the operations of the North Korean rebels in South Korea. The Pigeon Photography Studio. Cho Ji-kwan, the leader of the SHIELD operations group working here as a photographer, was adjusting his camera lens toward them. Just then, the sound of a car stopping lightly reached his ears from outside. Now, I'll take the photo. Ma'am, please turn your head just a little to the left, Ji-kwan said as he pressed the shutter. After taking the photo, Ji-kwan approached the window and looked outside. Jang Se-ho's passenger car arrived at the main gate in front of the hotel. Jang Se-ho, still holding the steering wheel inside the car, stared up at the sign for the Pigeon Photography Studio for a long time before opening the door and stepping out. Interesting. Okay. He's like checking to make sure the coast is clear, I guess. He's making sure, but those are people, not pigeons. I like that it's named after pigeons. Are pigeons, like, culturally relevant to North Koreans? Because that would be kind of base, not gonna lie. That's one of the things I like about New York, is all the fucking pigeons. Whenever I go to a big city, I like to sit and watch the pigeons for a while. Because pigeons are pretty different depending on where you go. Like, in some places, pigeons will have, like, a whole variety of colors. They'll be, like, white with brown spots and stuff. Like, when I was in Tokyo, there were some very vibrant pigeons, and some with, like, very soft colors and stuff. Like a lot of white ones with like, fancy patterns and stuff. And it made me wonder if maybe, like, there's not as many predators for them, so they don't need to necessarily blend in as much. Versus, like, the pigeons in New York are almost all, like, the typical, what are they, rock dove coloring, where they're, like, the gray with, like, the little green sheen and the little purple. And then in California, in San Francisco, there's a pretty good mix. A pretty good mix. A lot of the ones in San Francisco seem to have fucked up feet, though. I think because it's dirtier. They got that bumblefoot. Entering the studio, Se-ho looked around at the people with an arrogant posture. The people inside the studio were watching the stranger intently. As Jang Se-ho scrutinized the people in the room one by one, he saw a shadow moving in the ticket office and approached it. Inside the ticket office, a young woman was looking into a hand mirror with her back turned, applying makeup. The woman, who had been diligently applying powder to her face, saw Jang Se-ho reflected in her mirror and greeted him flirtatiously. "Oh my, I heard a chief prosecutor was coming to the hotel, and I wondered who it was. Have you been well all this time?" "So it's you, Jang-ran. But why are you here?" "Prosecutor, you're always so suspicious. I'm just here because I thought I could make some money." "Money, you say?" Jang-ran asked with a sidelong glance. "I heard the prosecutor was coming to the hotel on business, but seeing you stop by the photography studio first, are you planning to take a commemorative photo or something?" "Jang-ran, you're as nosy as ever about other people's business." So I guess Jang-ran isn't one of the rebels? She's not one of the rebels, I guess. Interesting. Or maybe she is. Maybe they're just keeping up appearances. Let's see. Let's see what the next... See what the next page says. John Ron. John Tron? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Wait, that does look like Donald Trump. What the fuck? It's just the guy wearing a hat. he's just wearing a hat, but he looks like Trump. Seiho turned to Ji Kwan. Are you the owner of this photography studio? That is correct, prosecutor, Ji Kwan replied as he bowed deeply. Should I take a photo, as Jong Ran said? Please do so. However, the power just went out, so... A blackout? Yes, why don't you sit here and wait for a moment? Ji Kwan offered him a chair. I'll be staying at a hotel for a few days, so I'll stop by when the lights are on, Seiho said as he walked back outside. Jongran, who had been applying makeup, watched Seiho as he walked outside and stared at him for a long time. Is that North Korea, like, normalizing blackouts? Mr. Krabs, thank you. Don Hua to ramp. Is that North Korea trying to normalize blackouts? Is that what that is? Oops. I didn't take a photo of the whole page. Ah. Come on. There we go. Yes, maybe. Maybe they were normal. Maybe blackouts were normal for South Korea as well. I've heard that they're normal for North Korea. I don't know if they're normal for South Korea. Perhaps they were. Yeah, perhaps they were. Jang Se-ho met with James, who was staying at the hotel. Mr. Historian, please tell me what happened. James began to recount the story haltingly, unable to hide his sorrowful heart. My Uncle Charles was a French national. This time, he was on a war tourism trip to Korea when, unfortunately, the murderous thief was after the gold watch on my uncle's wrist. That watch was a brand new prototype recently made in Switzerland. Taking advantage of the moment I went to the restroom, they killed my uncle and stole the watch. Jang Se-ho, who had been writing James's story in his notebook, stopped his pen at the mention that the murderer was dead. He is dead? Is that the truth? It's all true. The leader of the train guard unit shot him directly. The leader of the train guard unit? While trying to maintain a dignified posture, James kept glancing at Seiho's reactions and started to say, as if he were about to say something else, but then stopped. I wonder why that's suspicious. Some flat enjoyer, thank you. Don ul do to rompo. What? My brother in Christ, what the fuck are you talking about? There is no Donald Trump in North Korea, chat. Whatever you think you saw, you didn't see it. You did not see it, okay? Don't fucking worry about it. Alright. Alright. Alright? And then I want to believe. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're not ready for that. You're not ready for that yet. If you have something to say, please say it all. As the victim's party, my opinion is that I would like to settle the case. I don't want to overwork myself because of some gold watch. Are you not even sorry for your uncle? Sympathy is not medicine, and it's not like it'll bring a dead person back to life. That may be so, but leaving a started matter unresolved is an even greater disgrace for us investigators. What kind of work did your uncle do in France? Well, I'm not sure. Some kind of work. Jang Se-ho watched James intently, as James appeared clearly evasive. Do you think the leader of the train guard unit shot the criminal because he didn't know he was supposed to capture him? I'm not sure. Maybe he shot him on purpose? James replied vaguely to every word. Se-ho thought to himself that this was a conscious effort to avoid or hinder the investigation. There must definitely be some kind of conspiracy here. Ooh. Stupid American! Stupid imperialist dog! Our great North Korean comrade sees right through you. He knows something's up. You fucking stupid idiot. You stupid fucking imperialist. You capitalist pig. Don't you know? Don't you know? North Koreans. They know. I don't know what I'm rambling about. South Korean, isn't he? No, he's a traitor. He's a traitor for South Korea. He's, I think, anyway. I don't know. I don't know. Is he South Korean or North Korean? I don't know. It's kind of ambiguous. I'm stupid. I'm a stupid imperialist. I'm a stupid American imperialist dog. Stupid capitalist slur. Pippa, you're lost in the sauce. I'm lost in the sauce. Carter, thank you. In this stream, Pippa becomes a bread tuber. All right. As the newly appointed bread tuber, I hope you guys are ready for essays on children's cartoons and how they're actually giga woke propaganda and esoteric deep dives into video games nobody cares about. That suck, but don't worry guys, they have symbolism and the symbolism actually makes them really good. The fact that the game isn't actually good is what makes it so good. And I'm a doodle, thank you. Thank you, Pippa. I've become even more radicalized. You're welcome. Anyways. Kang Tae-woo, the leader of the train guard unit, sat with his legs crossed, smoking a cigarette while mocking Jang Se-ho. You didn't act this way when you were working under me, but now that you've become a chief prosecutor, I hear you don't even value our train guard unit as much as a pair of worn-out socks. However, Se-ho pressed him firmly. Are you still refusing to answer my questions? Heh, there's a proverb for that. I feel like I'm talking to Sakura. Sakura be like, oh, there's a Chinese proverb about this. By the way, watch Three Kingdoms. There's a proverb for that. The frog forgets he was once a tadpole. Don't be so arrogant. Just because your profession changed doesn't mean you should forget your old friends. Even to the point of breaking your nose. What does that mean? What? The frog forgets he was once... Oh, okay, no, he's going on to explain. I thought that was the whole proverb. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I was like, what? That's a long proverb. That's a really long proverb. What the fuck? Okay, the frog forgets he was once a tadpole. Does he? Does the frog forget he was once a tadpole? Yeah, I was a child once. Anyways. Jang Se-ho suddenly stood up from his seat and cut him off sharply. I'm currently performing my official duties. The frog and the scorpion? That's me. There's illustrations. There's illustrations. He's kind of got like a baby face going on. Look at that. He's like a little cherub. The big guy forgot it was a little guy. Ah. That's crazy. There's a proverb for that. Big guy once forgot he was little guy. Oh my god. Anyways. I'm going insane. A frog forgets he was a tadpole, having to attend to a tomato farm, aiming to own a steel factory. There's an American proverb for that. The steel factory owner forgets he was once a tomato farmer. Oh, thank you. Three Kingdoms book read-along / book club win. Never. Can we make that an ongoing bit? Whenever somebody's acting up, I'm gonna hit them with... There's an American proverb for this. Steel farmer forgets he was once a tomato farmer. Oh god. However, Tae-woo remained unchanged. Look at that. You've already learned everything there is to know, haven't you? At that, Jang Se-ho threatened him with a piercing gaze. Will you continue to act nonchalant after even after killing a red communist who should have been captured alive? A red? Kang Tae-yu was startled. Major Weldon views the killer in that way. At Seiho's words, Tae-yu felt dazed. What? If this fact is reported directly to Major Weldon, surely you know what he, who holds all the real power here, will do with your body. What? Tae-yu stared at Seiho for a while, then collapsed into his seat as if a rotten tree were falling in the wind. You gonna eat it? Oh, it's so dramatic. It's so dramatic. Oh man. I think we're like halfway through. Oh my god, it's already 8:43. I'm having more fun reading North Korean propaganda than doing most other things. I thought I would come up with a comparison and then I couldn't. I still gotta do Cult of the Lamb stream tonight. We got Cult of the Lamb stream. We might have to come back to the North Korean propaganda. That, or I can just upload the rest of it. Let me finish this. Jung Se-ho watched him with a mocking gaze and said, I'm sure you have something to say now, so let's hear it. Fine, since you're sitting in the leader's seat, I thought you'd become more dignified, but I'll show you exactly how expensive the price of your silence is. Se-ho spoke sternly and stood up from his seat. Only then did Tae-yu regain his senses and stood up, flustered to block his path. Ah, Se-ho. No, prosecutor, the truth is, I was just so greedy for the gold watch. James told me that he would give the gold watch to the person who shot the attendant. He's lying. Oh, it doesn't drop until 9 a.m. PST. Fuck. Okay, I guess I'm moving the stream to 9 a.m. PST. Why is it dropping so late? Why is it dropping so late? No! DLC is post-game content, though. Is it? That's not late at all. Yes, it is! I wanted to play it! Fuck. Whatever. I'll reschedule it for... I don't know. Maybe like noon. Maybe noon then, so I can sleep and... 9 a.m. is an odd time to drop that. It really is. Fuck, I was reading. Jang Se-ho watched him with a mocking gaze and said, I'm sure you have something to say now, so let's hear it. Oh wait, okay, I read this part. Se-ho's face immediately brightened. Why didn't you hold out a bit longer? Kang Tae-yu slumped his shoulders and walked over to an iron chest in the corner, took out the gold watch from inside, and gave it to Se-ho. Okay, yeah, we'll call this here. Because we're only like halfway through. I feel bad. I'm kind of manhandling this book a bit. We're like halfway through. So, part 2. Either a part 2 or I'll just upload the rest as its own thing. But this is actually surprisingly good. Honestly, the story is good. Yeah, it's actually oddly compelling. But I am also the kind of person that will not see how bad something is when they're reading it. Does that make sense? I have like a much higher cringe threshold when I'm reading something than I do when I'm watching something. You know what I mean? Like when I'm watching something, I'm way more critical. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, interesting. Okay, all right. Huh, interesting. When I'm reading a book, I'm like, I can't tell that anything is slop. This is, woo! Smugslug, thank you. The party thanks you for spreading the glory of the general, Comrade Pippa. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, let's fucking... Okay, I'm gonna check mod chat. Oh, why do I have 10 million DMs? Ah, man. If I go... Ah, Woolhaven doesn't drop until 9 a.m.? Oh, why is it not a midnight release? Okay, I'm moving the stream again. That's okay. I'm feeling like shit today anyways. Feeling like shit today. I'm gonna put it at noon. I'm gonna put it exactly at noon. Because I don't think I will feel up for playing at 9 a.m. It's one thing to stay awake. It's another thing to wake up early. Looks like it's only endgame content. Well, Cult of the Lamb is really fast. Like, it doesn't take long at all to beat Cult of the Lamb. Pippa, your CIA handler is not going to be happy about this stream. Whatever. Not just to play, but also stream at 9 a.m. Yeah, at 9 a.m., I'm like, just waking up. Steven Dodge, thank you. Get well soon, Pippa, and have a good night. Don't you tell me what to do. The 100% file is on the Switch, not Steam, right? But if it's fast, then that doesn't matter. Yeah, but it doesn't take long to beat Cult of the Lamb. The actual story itself, isn't it only like 2 hours or something? You'd be a zombie at that time. I would be a zombie. And I don't want to play a save file ahead of time because I want to play it again for the first time. I haven't played it since it first came out. When it first came out, I 100%ed it on Switch, and then they dropped a bunch of updates, and I never came back for them for some reason. I don't know why. None of the updates, I guess, really spoke to me. You 100%ed it, so I assume you know how to play it, so that'll make it smoother? Yeah. They have had, like, 3 other updates. Like, 3 major updates. This is the first real expansion, I guess. That's another thing, though. I feel like for a while, games were getting updates that didn't really feel like updates to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm too spoiled by, like, MMO updates, where it's like an update drops and it's like a whole bunch of new shit. But I feel like the past couple of years, they've been, like, dropping updates for games where it's like, I don't know. It reminds me of, like, Sims DLC. I think Sims DLC is the biggest scam. But why no more car content? I don't know. It's not like a conscious thing. But also from the person that I bought this book from, I also got a guerrilla warfare manual, so that'll be interesting to read at some point. And I got a Ukrainian MRE. And I got a patch. But that's not very interesting, so. Yeah, guerrilla warfare is bananas. It all came from the same place. Yeah, it all came from the same place. Did you get the camouflage wizard hat? I did not. I was kind of tempted to get it. I think Papakin would like that. I think Papakin would wear a camouflage wizard hat, so I think it would be a good use of money. Pippa, the legality of that is questionable. Don't the Ukrainians need that? It's for their National Guard. Do they need it? Do they need the MRE? It's probably old and expired. I don't know. Man. I just bought it, dude. I don't know if it's legal or not. I got a Travis Bickle jacket from them. Do they have a Travis Bickle jacket? Isn't his jacket like a regular Marines jacket? Krashchiki Supply is a reputable business. I don't think the Ukrainians needed that MRE. I think us Americans are giving the Ukrainians enough real food, alright? They'll be fine without one MRE, yeah. We'll give them our MREs. Our MREs are probably better. Have you read the official U.S. Army manual? I have not, no. Yeah, my tax dollars bought this MRE, and I'm entitled to it. Is it expired? I don't know. We'll find out. Charizard, thank you. Pippa 1989 MRE info. Let's get this onto a tray. Nice. I should have bought a mess kit. Ooh. Oh, I should have bought a mess kit. I should have bought a North Korean mess kit. I don't think they had those. They had a North Korean sailor uniform. The Navy uniform. Poor starving Ukrainian soldier doesn't have a meal now because of you. Yeah, well, they have some money. Sheet metal, thank you. God bless the troops. Both sides. Get some at Bass Pro, but then I have to go all the way to Bass Pro Shops. Didn't know North Korea needed a navy for their sailboats. I just want both to have. I just want both sides to have a good time. Oh my god. Okay, anyways, before I get canceled on Twitter, let's pivot away from this conversation. Can I get the Miss Super Chat list? Background noise, thank you. I think that one time Steve 1989 had to go to the hospital. It was a Ukrainian MRE that sent him there. It wasn't even old. Wait, really? Really? Oh god, my head hurts. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Motherfucker. Ah! It was Chinese. I'm getting mixed information. It was Chinese? Okay. Okay. Toggle Pongo, thank you. Late Ken King Alcidian, thank you. May 5th, 1990. Wait a second, I can't believe Pipkin Pippa's birthday is on the same day as mine. Happy birthday, Pippa. Toggle Bongo, thank you. Either smuggled or pocketed by a glowy. Toggle Bongo, thank you. Chinese ice. Not too fond of Google, thank you. Is this Kim Il-sung's little red book? Cursor then, thank you. Bro, they rearranged his lower teeth for that too. Kitsune, thank you. Famous things from North Korea. Lieutenant Fox from Squirrel and Hedgehog comes to mind. Hey, little thank you. I agree, he stole it. People don't need an excuse to do stupid stuff on holiday. He was just in an especially bad place to do it. Yeah, I think he stole it. I think he stole it. I'm not saying North Korea should have got him. I don't think North Korea should have did that to him. But I also think, in this case, and in all cases, you know, fuck around and find out. Like, this ain't... North Korea is not your country, bro. What were you thinking? Glintlog, thank you. Just go with Shipkin Shippa or Slimekin Slippa. Only Pippa has made all those volatile comments that would put her on the firing line. Oh, okay. Oryx, thank you. I'd highly recommend Dear Reader by Michael Malice, written based on his time in the NK. It's an I can't read. It's an unauthorized autobiography of Kim Jong-il. King Alcidian, thank you. A US-Russia merger would have China kiss our asses. Oh, thank you. Their kindergartners are built different. I guess so. Background noise, thank you. His yellow eyes give the evil away. Clint Tenchi, thank you. As a Korean, is watching the stream illegal under the Korean national security law? If so, I blame Pippa. Samuel, thank you. Global's tactics. Make the lie. Repeat it often. Clint Tenchi, thank you. Do you know North Korea has dedicated fonts just for Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il, and Kim Jong-un, and their names are always written in bold? Wow, so useful. You know, now that you mention it, I think it was bolded because it in the AI translation it bolded the names. I don't remember what page it was on. But I think it was bolded. That or the AI just made that decision. I don't know. Oh, I'm looking at the page. It is bolded! Oh my god! Look, Kim Jong-il is bolded. Look at that! Oh my god! Is it a different font? I can't tell. I don't know. That's a neat little detail. That is a very, very neat little detail, chat. Huh. Thank you, Clona Tenchi, for pointing that out. Sheet Metal, thank you. Hey Young Suck is a sus name for not yaoi propaganda. Background noise, thank you. Dangerous bunny provocateurs are everywhere. I think Kim Il-sung. Is it Kim Il-sung? I don't know. Kaneko, thank you. I'm trying to pose the lyrics to Santa Rhea and swap the names of Sancho with Sang-cho, but it's hitting some censor. There's really good meta joke here. Mukage, thank you. They're proving their capitalist decadence and corruption by gambling. Background noise, thank you. We have cool guys like Welton and James. How could they not like us? Samuel, thank you. This comrade at the printer was found lacking. Rigid Rat, thank you for the gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't think that's a detail to them. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know. Welcome, Lane, thank you. Imagine shining UV light and it has a secret message. Just Wolfwood, thank you for the gift. Background noise, thank you for the 5. Pippa just can't have regular propaganda reading stream without uncovering a possible crime. Stephen Dodge, thank you. Get well soon, Pippa. Have a good night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. I'm gonna raid my own Cult of the Lamb stream. At least on YouTube. On Twitch, I'll find somebody else to raid. But since I changed the time, I'm gonna raid my own Cult of the Lamb stream. Get well soon, Pippa. How about you don't tell me what to do, Buster? Hey, man. How about you don't tell me what to freaking do, buddy? Pal? I'm gonna raid into Cleo. On Twitch. Raid Cleo ID. And then I'm going to go take some liquid Advil. Liquid Advil gel? Liquid gel Advil, whatever it's called. And try to feel better. Gonna try and feel better. Oh, thank you. Rest well, you silly rabbit. Get out of here. Get out of here. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. My name is Pippa, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, too cringe. Till Dave was away today. Till Dave was away today. Till Dave was away today. Chamomile tea? I'll drink some chamomile tea. I have some of that. Oh, wait, I gotta put on BGM. 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 BGM.
to the outro too. Next stream we'll argue and laugh. Next stream we'll have a blast. Stick around to see who Pippa raised. Read the chat rules and say hey dude. We'll stream again soon. Come back again. And remember us when you hit message send. Tell the fluffers awaited. Tell the fluffers awaited. Tell the fluffers awaited. And
Things just
What did I click on? A 𝐒𝐿𝐍𝐄𝐂𝐓 video.
things just got so much worse for the TikTok DoorDash girl because this
No, thank you. Get out of here, YouTube!